Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Possible answer to farm fires. New rice varieties can replace Pusa-42, which is majorly been cultivated by the Punjab as well as the Haryana farmers. So since the news is related to the stubble burning news, as well as it is related to crops, cultivation of crops to prohibit the stubble burning. Under prelims, it is related with economics and social development, that is sustainable development. Similarly, under GS paper 3, economic and development, under a topic called agriculture, through subtopic called major cropping patterns in various parts of the countries, it has been related. Okay, let's get into the details as well as other analysis of the news. So the Punjab government has announced that it is going to ban the cultivation of Pusa-44, a variety which has been broadly cultivated by the Punjab farmers, and it is going to be banned from next year onwards in the state. And the stubble burning that is caused because of the Pusa-44 variety has been echoed by the Supreme Court judges in their recent observation on the stubble burnings. So why this Pusa-44 is causing huge havoc? By increasing the stubble burning in the NCR region is, see, the Pusa-44 variety is the long duration crops. That is, it will be taking at least 155 to 160 days to get matured so that it could be harvested. And it is being developed by the Delhi based Agriculture Research Institute. And so the cultivation, that is the seedling of the crops, will take place at mid June, and the harvesting will be taking place at mid October, so that there is lesser amount of time for clearing the land and making the land suitable for the next crop of cycle, that is the rabi cycle, which will be the crops of the rabi cycles will be cultivated. The cultivation for the rabi cycle will be starting during mid November. So we could able to see that approximately 1 month gap is available between the harvesting of the Pusa-44 variety and then the cultivation of new crops during the rabi season. So this 1 month time gap is not sufficient for the farmers to clear the stubble that is arising because of the Pusa-44 crop varieties. So to clear away the stubble, what the farmers are doing is that they are burning the stubbles so that it will be quickly vanished from the land, so that there will be ample amount of time where the new rabi crops will be planted. So this is the reason why the Pusa-44 is acting as one of the contributors for the stubble burning in the Punjab areas, and that is the reason why the Punjab has announced that it is going to ban the Pusa-44 crop varieties from next year onwards. But at the same time, even though it is taking more amount of time to get harvested, it has a positive of giving high yield in terms of the output. So what Indian Agriculture Research Institute, the Delhi based Agriculture Research Institute, has done is that they have bred a new variety by taking out the positives of Pusa-44 and then the CB501 variety, where the high yield genetic traits have been derived from the Pusa-44 and the short duration genetic traits has been taken out from the CB501, and they have been linked together, and they created a new crop called Pusa-2090. So what is the specialties about this Pusa-2090 is that it could able to produce high yield at the shorter duration of time period. So this is what the speciality of it, so that the crop could be harvested earlier itself, so that the farmers will be having ample amount of time to take away the stubble that has been present in the land sustainably without doing any kind of unsustainable activities. So this is what the details of the news is about. So what is the reason behind the other reasons behind the stubble burning is, so the mechanization of the agricultural activities is also acting as one of the major reason for the stubble burning. Why? Because the mechanization has reached a level where the grains is being easily plugged out and the remaining stubble is being thrown away because of the process that has been provided in the mechanization, so that the machines which is harvesting the land could able to easily segregate the stubbles and the grains, and the grains will be collected separately, and then the stubbles are not collected separately, they have been dispersed on the land itself. So this is the one of the major reason. Second reason is less awareness among the farmers is also acting as one of the factors for contributory factors for the stubble burning. Thirdly, the Punjab's policy itself is acting as one of the hindrance for reducing the stubble burning. Why? Because the Punjab Preservation of Subsoil Water Act of 2009. So it is this act is has created a duration until under which time it has created certain time period. During the time period only the crop should be cultivated. Before that they should not be cultivated. Such kind of restrictions have been made in this act, as a result of which the farmers could not be able to plant the crops at the earlier period of time. That is the reason why it is getting delayed in harvesting the crops. And then expensive alternatives. So even though the government is providing subsidies for the farmers to acquire the machines like happy seeders and other things which is required for reducing the stubble burning, but the cost of the maintenance is so high, so that the farmers are hesitating to use these techniques. So these are all the reasons, other contributory factor for the stubble burning. So what is the impact of stubble burning is that it is first and foremost is the rising air pollution in Delhi and also across the NCR region, and also the potential loss of the raw material. See, these stubbles could be used as a potential alternative for making biofuel, which is being wasted because of the burning of these stubbles by the farmers. Thirdly, it destroys the soil ecosystem. Because of burning, the soil ecosystem will get disturbed, as a result of which it will make the soil less fertile when compared to the previous period before the burning of the crops. So this is what the reason as well as the impact of stubble burning. So what can be done is that, so the policy could be made where the diversification of the cropping will be encouraged. Such kind of diversifying of cropping patterns will ensure that the stubble burning incidence will be reduced, because the diversification of cropping pattern will reduce the dispersion of stubbles. Secondly, awareness creation among the farmers, and then providing incentives to the farmers to diversify their crop production. So these are all the things which can be done to reduce the stubble burning. So what need to be studied further is, we should know about what is Pusa decomposer and which organization has introduced it. Secondly, we should be aware of the green revolution, its objective, and what is the current scenario of its objective, whether it has achieved or not, and what are all the implications it has created. Thirdly, what is the different types of subsidies that has been given in India to support the farmers, and fourthly, we should also be aware of what is MSP, and then the PDS system in India. So these are all the other things which we need to be aware of. And with this, we have reached the end of this topic.